Euthanasia, also called mercy killing, is an act or practice of painlessly putting to death persons suffering from painful and incurable diseases or incapacitating physical disorder. It is performed by withdrawing artificial life support measures or withdrawing treatment. The request for premature ending of life has contributed to the debate about the role of such practices in contemporary healthcare. Our correspondent, Elizabeth Alawode, has more.
The word euthanasia originated in Greek means a good death. Euthanasia, also called mercy killing, is an act or practice of painlessly putting to death persons suffering from painful and incurable diseases or incapacitating physical disorder and allowing them to die by withdrawing treatment or withdrawing artificial life support measures.
We look at the definition of euthanasia based on how we started. It's actually a Greek word. It's a combination of two words. One of the words is referring to, when somebody is happy. So, euthykos. And the other one is the name of one of the Greek gods, the god of death, Thanatos. And Thanatos simply means death. So when you combine the two, that's euthanasia. So dying peacefully, dying happy. So we call it mercy killing, but actually it should be happy death. So technically, you're saying this person, there's really no worth for this person to continue to live. So let's allow him go.
Request for premature ending of life has contributed to the debate about the role of such practices in contemporary health care. The debate cut across complex and dynamic aspects such as legal, ethical, human rights, health, religion, economic, spiritual, social, and cultural aspects of the civilized society.
Currently, the law has not permitted us to give mercy killing. There is no legislation on it. So in Nigeria, we still don't do it. But I tell you that technically, there's what we call amuwa Ọlọ́run. By the time the doctor is saying, hello, as in, go and look at the situation of this person's health, from the cultural view or traditional view, the doctor may invariably be saying, let this person go. Then in Nigeria, when you hear the doctor say the case is 50-50, they are trying to tell you the chances are that this person may not make it. But technically speaking, no doctor in Nigeria is currently allowed by law to offer mercy killing. So my personal view will align with what currently obtains in Nigeria, that euthanasia, so long as it's not legally permitted, let's allow patients, survive. Then when you look at it from the angle of religion, it depends on the faith of the person, depends on the faith of the family, and sometimes it depends on the faith of the doctor. There are cases in Nigeria where you think the patient will die, and then somehow survives. We've seen cases like that. So it's until it is legislated, the doctor may not be able to offer mercy killing in Nigeria.
The opinion that euthanasia is morally permissible is traceable to Socrates, Plato, and Stoicism. It is rejected in traditional Christian belief, chiefly because it is thought to contravene the prohibition of murder in the Ten Commandments. The organized movement for legalization of euthanasia commenced in England in the year 1935, when C. Franklin Milland founded the Voluntary Euthanasia Legalization Society.
Most of the time, the condition that will not end up not being manageable or treatable, that will make a patient want to request for euthanasia, especially in this part of the world, are conditions that have been there at a point in time was manageable, could be cured, could be treated, or could be slowed down. The progression of it could be slowed down such that it may not come to that point in a long time where you have to request for euthanasia. Awareness. Patient needs to be more aware, seek health care, and the government will also ensure that equipment and facilities are provided for prompt diagnosis. For instance, a patient has end-stage breast cancer that has metastasized to all part of the body. This patient is going to die. You understand? quality of life zero, they've been spending money, now resources is all drained and all that. But there was a time that thing could be picked very early, surgery could correct it, maybe surgery with chemotherapy or radiotherapy could have been the solution to that. You understand? So is it that the patient was not aware? Ignorance? So patient needs to go to the hospital at the slightest suspicion of ailments. Do not self-medicate, do not self-diagnose. You hear people talking about typhoid and malaria. What do you have? Typhoid and malaria. It's a common thing these days. Typhoid and malaria may end up being a more chronic condition that the patient is suffering. And if it's diagnosed late, it might come to a point where euthanasia is being considered, if we actually have such law. But it can be prevented. Then on the side of the government needs to make equipment, facilities available for prompt diagnosis. And the other thing is payment out of pocket. Insurance is still the way to go.
According to reports, it is morally and legally wrong to take a life. However, in cases with medical backing, a painless death could be offered. It is important for the government and healthcare agencies to go through legal method to perform the processes. Elizabeth Alaude reporting for KAFTAN TV.